unstoppable entrepreneur isn't about what school you came from. It doesn't have anything to do with having rich parents. It's not about what you intellectually know, a good business idea that you have, listening to your favorite tapes all the time, getting your master's degree, or even setting your goals. If you want to reach the state where absolutely nothing can stop you from creating your greatest visions in life, there's only one way to do it. You must go deep within. I'm going to tell you a tale about becoming an unstoppable entrepreneur now. You see, my name is Jonathan Budd, and well, I'm not very special. I haven't invented anything. I didn't create YouTube or Facebook. I didn't go to the best schools. My parents were just hardworking people like most with regular jobs. In fact, I actually had a very troubled childhood, to the point I almost messed up my life completely by the time I was 16 years old. There was certainly no golden chariot waiting for me at my birth. Yet at 26 years of age, I've already made over $10 million and growing by leaps and bounds every single day. I started, by accident, one of the now most successful companies in my industry. I'm a mentor to tens of thousands of students worldwide and internationally recognized as a global leader in technology and marketing. So, if I'm not very special, then how did all of this happen by the age of 26? Well, herein lies a clue. Being a successful entrepreneur isn't about who you were. It's not about where you came from in the past, what you have, what you can get, or even who you know. The true power that moves through us and is responsible for us manifesting our dreams does not come from something outside of ourselves. It is completely within us. It is there, dormant inside all human beings, waiting to be activated. It is the same power that was within Gandhi, Dr. Martin Luther King, and Mother Teresa, and it's within you, and it's within me. All we need to do is wake up to it and discover how to utilize this innate power within us all and focus it clearly in the direction of our visions. And when you start to do this correctly, you will realize what it is that I now know, that all of us can be simply unstoppable. And when we know this, the world then becomes our playground. Now, don't get me wrong. Becoming unstoppable isn't about you never being stopped. It's about that stop only being temporary. It's about that stop actually helping you, because each and every challenge that's in your life, you turn it into a gift. You turn it into the exact experience that you need to grow, to learn, and to gain in strength from. So you're that much more capable of creating whatever goal that you have in your mind. Now, my life was no different from this. In fact, this is naturally how the universe teaches us to become the people that we must become if we're to truly be unstoppable in our lifetime.
Oh my goodness, the beginning was just epic amounts of struggle, my friend. And I will tell you, I've never tried at something more in my life than when I got started building a home-based business and failed more miserably. Never in my life have I tried harder at something and failed as much as I did. I mean, I tried anything you could possibly try, anything. And every single thing just ended in some sort of defeat. And that defeat, I now see, what I'm now able to see is that truthfully is the test that comes to see whether we're stoppable or not. That's like the universe showing up and saying, hey, you, check it out. Can you be stopped? Can you be stopped? And if you're able, if you can be stopped, you will be right then and there. So I know without a shadow of a doubt that the early part of my business was that epic test from the universe for me to answer the question myself, can I be stopped? And thank God I made a different choice.
If it had been up to me, I truthfully believe I would have quit on myself during the early struggles of my business. If it hadn't been for the fact that there was this inner knowing within me to just never stop, to keep going, and that I could do it, I truthfully think I would have quit. Now, could you imagine the waste of life that would have been if I had quit back then? Now, can you imagine that for yourself? If you were to quit right now, how much of your life's potential would instantly be wasted? You see, it is the inner knowing of what your spirit is capable of that guides us through any of our most difficult, challenging, and trying times. This inner knowing was within me and still is. It was within me because of my mentors, because of the teachers that I had studied. In fact, I largely credit Carlos Castaneda, one of the most influential authors, I believe, of the last 50 years, for truly implanting within me the real knowledge that kept me going. It was through Carlos's work that I knew how powerful I was. Through his work, I caught a glimpse of our true human spirit, the incredible magic that it is, the incredible abundance that is at all of our fingertips, and the awe-inspiring capabilities of human perception itself. Now, with this as my foundation, I simply refused to quit. I couldn't quit. It was impossible. Something inside of me just wouldn't let me. And if you want a chance at being successful, a chance at creating your dreams, then you don't have a choice. You must develop this too. You must reach the point where you can't even quit if you wanted to, because the inner knowing that is guiding your life is just too damn strong.
Oh man. So after exhausting all the possibilities, just every possibility that I knew of when I was first getting started building my business, I really started looking on the internet. I mean, I had nowhere else to turn. I don't even remember how I found the internet, but I just stumbled onto it one day, and I remember seeing this ad on the side of Google, and the ad mentioned something about generating leads. And that was it. I mean, that was really the only thing I took from it. I clicked on this website, I'm reading all this stuff. They mentioned one thing about generating leads on the internet. That idea was like a mind virus. I mean, it was implanted in my head, and it was like, as soon as I heard that, I instantly recognized that this was it. That this is what I was going to be doing. This is how I was going to solve the problems in my business. Except all I had was an idea. And back then, no mentors. I mean, there was no mentors like there are today. I had no coach. I had no money to get a coach or to do anything. I was completely on my own, just wandering around the internet trying to put these pieces together. And that's exactly what I did. You know, stumbling forum after forum, finding an article here, meeting this person, talking to this person, seeing, you know, how other people were doing things. I literally was just putting all these different pieces together in my head. But of course, it was still epic struggle. Of course it was still epic struggle. It's like, just because you get the path that you're supposed to go down, or you get a good idea, it doesn't mean that all of a sudden the solution's just gonna show up in your life. And it certainly wasn't that case for me. In fact, I remember spending 2.5 months clicking on this website called Traffic Swarm, which was a traffic exchange. I spent 2.5 months clicking every single day of my life to build credits, so that other people clicking to build credits would look at my website the same way I was looking at their website to click on it and get credits. If it sounds crazy, it's because it is. And it's confusing as all heck, but that's what you do when you're have no idea what you're doing and you're broke and you're 20-something-year-old kid. In any case, I remember the first day that I launched my website in Traffic's form. After 2.5 months of clicking, I finally released my website. And I used up 20% of my credits in one day. So there went 3 weeks of my life or something like that. I was like, oh my God. And I didn't generate a single lead. But I didn't stop. It was like, even though there was that epic defeat, and that's such a moment where I could have felt so sorry for myself and been like, boo-hoo, my months of work, another thing that's failed, I instantly was just like, I have to stop this. It's not working. And I went out and I bought this other software and I built another website and kind of tried a different idea. First day I launched that, I had 9 leads. 9 leads, which to me at that point was a breakthrough. That was really my first ever big breakthrough. Within 2 weeks, some of those leads I generated turned into my first business partner for my business. I had my first $1,800 check. And it wasn't like the heaven opened up or anything after that. I still had so much to learn. I couldn't depend on that one thing for the rest of my life. And of course, those credits dwindled down pretty quick. So I started learning other stuff, applying myself here, there, picking up different pieces. And within about 6 months, I had my first $3,000 month in my business, which I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm making some progress here. Very shortly after that, after taking my knowledge to the next level and applying myself to the next level, had my first $10,000 month in my business. A few months after that, had my first $50,000 month in my business. Less than a year after that, had my first $100,000 month in my business. And this year, after continuously applying myself, continuously learning, continuously growing, I've had the great fortune of having my first $1 million month in my business. So really the moral of the story is when you put yourself at the cutting edge of technology, when you apply yourself so diligently and you just never stop, you never stop growing, you never stop learning, the possibilities of what we can do in our lifetime and what's truly at our fingertips are limitless. They're absolutely limitless. And I now see that so clearly, and I just can't even fathom where we're all going from here and what we're all going to be able to create. And I'm very excited for it because, like I said, limitless possibilities is an exciting, exciting thing.
You see, becoming unstoppable is somewhat about what you know. Somewhat. But it's most about how you live. It's mostly about the choices that you make every day of your life. It's about who you choose to be, what you choose to do with your time. How conscious are you of every moment of your existence? That's the essence behind becoming an unstoppable entrepreneur. That's when you truly get the ability to craft your life in a way that makes it impossible for you to do anything but succeed. My life is the testament to this. When I decided I really wanted to make a change in my life, I did. I made huge changes. I decided I wasn't going to hang around with friends if they weren't supportive of the direction that I was going down in life. I changed my environment. I decided I wasn't going to put junk food in my body. I made sure only the most alive, energetic, and abundant foods powered me through the day. I changed my health. I started focusing within, finding an inner peace that had nothing to do with whatever's happening in the external world. Meditation, yoga, and studying the masters became my daily life. I slept with my books. Once I committed to meditating twice daily, morning and night, I never stopped. It's now been like that for the last 5 years straight. You see, it's how you live that makes you unstoppable. It's how you live that builds your strength, that turns you into a juggernaut. If you want to be able to manifest your deepest desires, your most wild ambitions, your most urgent goals, and your most heartfelt dreams, then you have to live like this. You can't keep living like you are now, or like most people. You need to make a radical shift. A shift that you never come back from. A shift that puts you on an entirely different course in life. A shift that makes you unstoppable.
I'll tell you, man, I want to drive a stake home. I want to drive a stake home to the heart of every single entrepreneur, of every single human being that I come in contact with, of just how powerful they really are. I want to drive that stake home because I think if there's one thing missing in our industry, missing in our world right now, that is more important than anything, that's causing the most damage, the most destruction, the most unhappiness on our planet, what it is that people on a whole have lost touch. They've lost touch with who they really are. They've lost touch with that recognition of how powerful our innate spirit really is. They've lost touch with it. And in its place is a whole myriad of stories, of beliefs, of insecurities, of why we can or can't do something, why we're not good enough, why we're not this, why we're not that. We have so many excuses, so many reasons for why we shouldn't do this today, or I can put it off tomorrow, or it's okay that I failed, or whatever the heck it is. And all of it is just a bunch of bull crap that is pretty much causing people to never actually meet the goals that they want to meet in life. And the solution to that, in fact, the only solution to that, is recognizing who you are underneath all the crap. It's having a direct experience. It's coming in contact with your power. It's coming in contact with a source of your power that is beyond being stopped. And if there's one thing about my life that I feel is responsible for the results, for everything that we've manifested up to this point, it's because I've come in contact with that power. I'm being fueled by something that has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with me, this little person, at all. It is something that can't be stopped. What I want to do is I want to put everyone who I come in contact with in touch with that very same source. I want to put people in touch with that part of themselves that literally can't be stopped. And this is something that you don't get from a book. You don't get this from watching it on a screen. You get it from experiencing it. You have to have a live experience of this. You have to go within. And the only way to do this is to do it live. It's to do it live. And that's why so much of my energy, so much of my attention and focus in 2011 is going to working with students live, working with people live, so that we can really take these principles of being an unstoppable entrepreneur and having that direct recognition of how powerful we really are and who we really are, and fuse it and combine it with success knowledge, with all of the things that it actually takes to be a successful entrepreneur. Because when you marry the two, when you really marry the two, that's when absolutely nothing can stop you. You've got the physical as well as the source of it all, that because it comes from within. And when you marry the two, nothing can stop you. Absolutely nothing can stop you. And that's exactly what the Unstoppable Entrepreneur live immersion experience is all about. It's about giving people a direct experience of who they really are, of this power that I'm talking about that's contained within every single one of us, so that every person from that day forward goes out and lives their life from a place of true power, from a place that's really connected to their source, to where they can see all the bull crap, all the insecurities, all the beliefs, all the limitations, whatever it is, and just witness it and know that that's a crock of crap, because who I am is something completely different. Who I am is unstoppable. And that's the experience that we're going to give our students at the Unstoppable Entrepreneur Live Immersion event. And that's where my largest passion in life lies right now, because I know that that's what's going to make the biggest difference in anyone's life who really wants to make a change. And it's ultimately going to make the biggest difference for our planet. Because when as a humanity, we have this recognition of who we really are, the immense beauty that is contained within us, it will transform our entire planet. It'll transform everything. Our relationships, our careers, our success, our money, how we treat the environment, everything will be transformed when we really have this experience. So I would say to anybody, who's checking out our interview or listening, you have to be there. You absolutely have to be there.
Today, I can't even remotely express how grateful that I am for life. The abundance that has opened up to me on so many levels leaves me speechless daily. Amazing wisdom, incredible friends, a beautiful community, a strong, healthy body, frequent travel, fulfillment of life and purpose, and an amazing bank account have all been the result of these unstoppable entrepreneur principles that I'm now going to teach. My desire is to now really teach you what it takes to become unstoppable and help every single person who has the real desire to do so to actually get there. That's why I created the Unstoppable Entrepreneur Live Immersion Experience, to literally turn you into an instrument of unstoppability. I want to help you embody the principles that will make it so absolutely nothing can stop you in life. If you are undeniably ready for a major breakthrough, if you're ready to get to that next level in your life, and you're ready to make more money in your business than you even imagined you could make, then you simply have to be at this event. There's no ifs, no ands, and no buts about it. This event will be a transformational jumping off point for your future success. It will be the shift that you need to get to your next level of success, no matter what level you're currently playing at. This will be the event horizon for you becoming absolutely unstoppable. I'll see you there.